guys, and welcome back. For today's video, I wanted to share my thoughts on some of my most recent purchases. A few of these have actually been already with me for about a year or a little bit more. So let's dive right in with a category, and that's going to be shoes. Now, this year, I've definitely dabbled more into adding some luxury shoes into my closet or my wardrobe. I pick and choose between the pieces within the luxury realm that I decide to add, just because some pieces have a really high price point, and for me, they are honestly not worth it. However, these shoes had just been kind of like in my radar, or randomly, specifically one popped up in my radar, and I just decided to bite the bullet and treat myself. Some have worked out, some not so much. So let's go ahead and dive right into it really quick. It's kind of gonna be like a rapid fire in regards to this, because there are a total of 4 pieces which I wanted to share. All right, let's start off with a positive, and I do have a sort of designer shoe collection review video already up on my channel, so I'll leave that link down below because I do go into a lot more detail there. But still winner, still favorite, and one that I am so happy that I have in my collection, and those are my Hermes Oasis. I own them in 3 colors, so that should say enough. However, I did want to quickly point out that these smooth leather ones I do feel require a little bit more of a break-in than my Epsom leather ones, which are the ones in the taupe color. But for the 3 that I own in my current collection, I cannot say enough good things about them. Another major hit from the start were my YSL tribute sandals. Guys, the first day that I wore these, I had no complaints. I actually wore them to go to the mall, which was a huge risk that I did take because I walked close to 7,000, 8,000 steps, and they were comfortable right from the start. I did size up half a size, which was recommended by the SA, and as you can see, they are more on the slimmer size, so I definitely see why he would recommend that. If you do have slimmer feet, I would recommend you sticking true to size, but I do have wider feet, hence why I went up half that size. Diving into the, I wouldn't say miss, but maybe of this whole shoe roundup, and those are going to be these Dior Slingbacks. Now, how beautiful are these shoes? These are the ones that I'm saying that the moment I saw them pop up on my Instagram feed, I was like, oh my God, do I need those shoes? I think I need those shoes. And it was actually my birthday month, which is in the summer months, and I thought that they would be perfect in order to go incorporate for all the events and all my summer looks. And they are absolutely stunning. I have been trying to break them in at home. I kind of wear them from time to time with socks, without socks, just so that I can stretch out the leather a little bit. Me and like these type of pump style shoes don't get along too well because I do have a little bit of wider feet. So I have been trying to break them in, but even with that being said, they are still a little bit uncomfortable. I would say after like the 30-minute mark of wearing them. I have worn them a total of 3 times, and 2 of those times I've worn them to get in the car, get out of the car, go to dinner, and maybe walk a little bit after. Again, around 20 to 30 minutes of a walk afterwards. And then within that time period is when my pinky toe starts hurting. So they are not a major hit as to like they are extremely comfortable. I can go to the mall and walk in them. But for like a dinner or just for like a quick little kind of hanging out event, even standing in them, they're not uncomfortable. It's just when you choose to walk in them for a longer period of time that they start bothering me personally. Now, the final mention in this sort of rapid fire shoe portion of the video is going to be my Hermes Santorini sandals. Guys, I am so surprised with these shoes. Again, one of those that I decided to break them in while going on a trip to the mall. We actually were going to visit my SA, and I thought might as well just wear them and see how it is that they feel. Incredible. I have to say that I do think that they offer a little bit of room here in the front, while my Oasis, let me bring them back up, I feel are a little bit tighter. Even though they're still super comfortable, I do feel like they are a little bit slimmer in the front part of the shoe. So for that reason, the fact that the Santorinis actually have a little bit more width to them, I feel makes them more comfortable. I am pleasantly surprised at how comfortable these were from the start. I don't have flat feet, so I'll mention that because I do feel like that kind of dictates whether or not a shoe is comfortable. I do have a little bit of an arc on my foot and I find them extremely comfortable. And this part back here, I know is very common to like kind of rub and even sort of like lift your skin at some points. Did not happen at all. I have worn these about maybe 3 or 4 times after that, and again, very comfortable, no complaints. Now let's dive to a completely different category, and that's kind of like a cell phone accessory. So I did get gifted the Rode phone case for my birthday. It was a gift from my sister-in-law and my brother, and I think it is so cute. As a lip junkie that I am, I love the fact that you can actually have like your lip balm there. I will say I tried putting my Laneige lip balm on it because I have seen kind of reels of people sharing that you can put other lip balms on it. It doesn't hold as good as it does for the actual lip balm that it's intended to be used. So I'll just put that out there. However, with the Rode lip balm that it comes with, you can choose even to just get the case and then get a different color lip balm, which I think it's so fun. All that being said, 1, I love the lip balm, so good. 2, I hate the case. Unfortunately, and I still don't know why, the case has this huge bump here, which at first I thought it had to be there in order to hold the lip balm, but I honestly feel like it could have been perfectly fine without that. I also thought maybe it's there for it to fit comfortably in your hand, which I can see it, but I can't. So I hate the case. I think it's super bulky, very thick, as you can tell, and it's only on one side, and then the other side is pretty, you know, slim and plain. So I wish they kind of like would reconstruct the case in a way, and then I would totally love this little ensemble. But yeah, I just wanted to point it out. It is also a silicone case, so keep in mind that things do tend to like get stuck on it. I haven't had any crazy issues, but I could see like little lints and stuff kind of being on it. So just wanted to share because I know that this is like all the rave lately. Again, the lip balm is extremely good. I personally love it. Very moisturizing. I actually already have 2 other ones on the way because the color payout is really good as well. The case, can't say the same. Now I want to get into my Polene jewelry, which is one of the ones that I have owned for, I want to say, over a year already, and non-intentionally I'm actually wearing the pieces today. So I do have the earrings on. I actually am wearing the ring as well, and I cannot say anything but great things in regards to these pieces. The pieces are brass pieces with a 24 karat sort of like coating. So keep in mind they are not solid gold. You know what you're paying for, which is also the brand. I don't think that they are badly priced. You do have custom jewelry from luxury designer houses that are more or less either the same materials or not even gold plated at all, and they're upwards of $500, $600, $700. So I believe the ring is within less than $200, and I think the earrings are within that same price range as well. They have held up extremely well. I do not wear them in the shower. I do not wear them in the pool. It says not to when you do receive the pieces, but the fact that it is gold plated, I honestly don't think that you would have an issue doing so, but I don't want to risk it, so therefore I make sure to take good care of them. They also have released some newer pieces within their jewelry line, and what I really like about it, just like their handbags, they're very unique, very out of the norm sort of pieces. So it's kind of nice if you choose either a set or a specific piece in general that calls your attention. I feel like it would be a nice subtle statement piece in your jewelry collection. Sticking on the Polene topic, let's talk about the newest and latest Polene addition to my collection, and that is my seam in the mini size. I have a full first impressions video, so I'll make sure to link that down below. So I'm gonna keep this one sweet and simple. I love it. I think you definitely need her. If you don't need to carry a laptop, I would go with the mini. If you need to carry a laptop, even though it could fit in the mini, I would definitely recommend the regular. Let's get into small leather goods, and let's dive also into mid-range and contemporary brands. I've added these 2 this year, and they are, one, the Strathberry card holder. This one in particular has a few card slots in the back, and then you do have a zipper, which you can put in here either more cards, change, or even loose bills. And And the second one, which I got for my birthday this year, is the Coach card holder in this stunning pink color. And this one holds, well, it has a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card slots. You could double up the cards in each slot, and in here you can honestly put, I would say, about 4 to 5 cards. What I do is that if I do have any cash, I also fold it just in half and then put the cash in here. Guys, the leather of this piece is incredible. I love it. Even though it seems to be a smooth leather, it does have very, very little graining to it. With that being said, I do have to point out that I have seen a little bit of corner wear. There is kind of like some chipping on the leather itself. So I guess it's just because of the way that it's constructed, the little churn at the corner. I am kind of bummed out about that a little bit because I don't think that it is an inexpensive piece. I mean, for this type of wear that is shown so quickly, I would think that this would probably be like a $50, $40 card holder, but it's not. Retail, it's almost $100. You could get them on sale from time to time, and then at that point I would be like, okay, you know, it makes sense that maybe it shows that wear. But really quick, I just wanted to point out, I have my Polene card holder, and this card holder I've had for, oh my gosh, I want to say 3 to 4 years. She looks great. She looks very, very good. And I have used her. I haven't used her as much as of recently, but when I first got her, like, she was with me nonstop. This one is a little bit of a smaller one. It is also a little bit stiffer than the Coach, so I do want to point that out. Like here, you can probably double up your cards, but right away you'll feel like the card holder is very rigid, where the Coach one is like very malleable, very like giving in a sense. So I just wanted to point that out, but you could see that the corner wear on these is completely different. And as you can see, the Polene kind of has a really thick glazing all the way down, when the Coach does have leather, and then you have that funky little turn, which we know shows wear. Even in handbags, we have noticed that. So that's why it really kind of doesn't surprise me on this piece. I just wasn't expecting it to show as quickly as it did. Now for my Strathberry one, she's holding up so well. Very, very pleased with her. Again, she does have a glazing all throughout rather than just like a folded leather kind of construction. So I'm assuming that is the main reason why she's holding up a little bit better than the Coach one. Okay, and finally we have a little bit of a hit and a little bit of a miss, and that is going to be none other than my Chloe Woody tote. This one is in the size medium, as you guys can see. I am so thrilled to have this handbag in my collection. In the unboxing video, I shared with you guys that this has been a bag that has been in my radar for years. However, I could never come to bite the bullet and actually get it at the retail price that it was. And even when I would see it on sale, it would still be within $1,000 to $900. I just couldn't do it. It being a canvas bag, it really worried me as to the wear of it. However, I did run across a huge sale on 24S. I share it in that unboxing video, and I share all the details, how it was ordering from them and everything. And I knew I couldn't pass it up. Like, I knew that that was my time. It was now or never. So I ended up getting it. Ended up being my birthday month, so I treated myself. And you guys, I'm obsessed. I love the bag. I love how casual she is, but at the same time, how she can really complete your outfit. Now, as per the miss sort of aspect of the bag, I intentionally or originally wanted to get this bag for the beach, to take her like when we go to resorts, that I don't have to carry a lot of things, because even though you can fit towels inside, since I have to carry mine and my husband's towel, I feel like it would take a little bit of space. So I would ultimately go for her whenever I'm going to a resort where towels are being provided. My only concern, which I noticed right away the first time that I used her in a resort, is that when I wear like sunscreen, or if I'm wearing any like tanning oil and things like that, the handles have a leather sort of bit, so they do have a small little leather detail on the handle. However, the rest of the handle is a canvas material. So immediately it clicked, and I noticed that I could potentially stain the handles if I were to grab it after wearing like tanning oil or, you know, some sort of tanning cream or anything like that, which I use because I need as much help as I can. And that really low-key kind of freaked me out because I know that there might be a way that you can remove it, but I didn't want to have to go through that hassle or kind of have to be worried about using her because of that reason. So what I ultimately ended up doing was anytime that I would put any sort of like tanning cream or anything like that, I would make sure to wash my hands afterwards, you know, in like the showers and stuff that are around the pool. Just in case I needed to grab the bag, I wouldn't have to have like that worry in the back of my mind that it was going to get stained. That's pretty much the only sort of mist that I've gathered from the bag itself. I also want to point out, because my sister-in-law does have the same handbag, and when she saw this one, she says that they seem to have changed the canvas material of it. This one is a little bit darker, where she says that hers seems to be a little bit of a lighter color. So I appreciate that because it's probably gonna hide dirt a lot better. And if it does get dirty, I'm pretty sure that it is going to be a simple sort of material to clean. However, with all that being said, I still want to care for her. I obviously don't want to just be throwing her around and not being like, I don't care if she gets dirty. I do care. I want to be able to take care of her as much as I can. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this piece. I think it's so fun, especially as a summer bag. I also had mentioned to you guys that I do want to use her and take her to Doha, which is a trip that we're taking to the Middle East later on this year. And I feel like she would be the perfect little bag to carry around with all my looks. Okay guys, so that does it for this kind of like recent purchase roundup. As I said, some of these are pretty recent. Some of these I've had already in my collection, my closet for a while. So I thought I would kind of just come back here and share with you guys my thoughts. Let me know if you have any of these pieces in your collection, what your thoughts are, or if you have any questions in regards to these pieces, leave them for me in the comment section down below. As always, I appreciate you guys taking some time out of your day to hang out with me today, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye everyone.